Good morning. It's Sunday, June 2nd. I'm Lisa Evers in the Fox 5 newsroom. Thank you for joining us live on the Fox Local app. Extra security will be in place for the Israel Day Parade on Fifth Avenue. The security measures are similar to those used in Times Square on New Year's Eve. Parade organizers say there will be no music and bands in keeping with the somber message of bringing the Israeli hostages held by Hamas home. The parade starts at 11:30 and goes along Fifth Avenue from 57th to 74th Street. A knife-wielding man with a history of mental illness and violent encounters with police was shot when he allegedly attacked a group of people and police. It happened on East 102nd Street. He was hospitalized and charges are pending. Checking your forecast today, nice with temps in the low 80s. Tonight, potential for scattered showers. Tomorrow, another great day. A pro-Palestinian encampment is back on Columbia University's campus as the school hosts Alumni Weekend. Columbia went 1 month without tents before their latest return. The previous protest ended when the NYPD was called in to remove people occupying Hamilton Hall. Fox 5's Jessica Formoso is outside the gates of the campus with how alumni are reacting.
We will not stop, we will not rest this love.
Pro-Palestinian protesters once again at Columbia University.
No more money for Israel crimes.
While some protested outside the gates, another group was inside. Those students returned to campus on Friday evening to retake the university's South Lawn. While this demonstration is smaller than the one last month, the message is still the same.
The demands the same around divestment from Israel, disclosure of financial investments, and amnesty for all the students.
It's no coincidence that this new encampment coincides with Columbia's annual Alumni Weekend. Banners read, "Alumni, no donations till divestment."
We're asking them to not donate until divestment. The alumni dollars, just like our tuition dollars, go towards lending credibility to this institution, facilitating this institution's actions as it's continued to be materially complicit in genocide.
But some alumni don't understand how the university is allowing this again.
So I think that the administration is sending a message to alumni that the ones that they value the most are the ones who support the encampment.
And how does that make you feel?
I don't happen to be in that group, so I feel devalued.
Video shows public safety trying to dismantle the tents on Friday, the same day they went up. But after what looks to be a clash between public safety and the protesters, protesters on campus tell us most of the tents still remain.
I personally don't think that they should risk calling police to campus for the third time in the span of a month.
It was in April when students took over campus grounds protesting the war in Gaza. For 2 weeks, they camped out on the South Lawn. The university negotiated with pro-Palestinian student protesters to dismantle the encampment, giving them deadline after deadline. In early May, the NYPD moved in and cleared the grounds. The protests ended in a number of arrests, and ultimately, Columbia canceled its university-wide graduation ceremony.
It was a calculated choice on the part of the administration to allow this to be a part of reunion weekend.
The student protesters say they will not go anywhere. It's unclear how long they will remain here at Columbia University, telling us there is no timeline. They say once they leave here, they will go somewhere else, but they say they may return here to Columbia because they want Columbia University to meet their needs. In Morningside Heights, I'm Jessica Formoso, Fox 5 News.
We're now getting a sense of how Americans felt about Donald Trump becoming a convicted felon. According to a survey by YouGov, 50% of the country agrees with the jury, 30% disagree. Trump became the first former president to be convicted of a felony Thursday when a jury found him guilty on all counts of falsifying records in the so-called hush money trial. A huge change to baseball's history. The MLB will now include stats from the Negro Leagues in its historical database. Fox 5's Kendall Green has more on the immediate impact and how it is rewriting the game's record books.
Their story is really the American story.
And for the first time in history, the stats in Major League Baseball will tell a more complete story, one that includes the contributions of players from the Negro Leagues, established more than 100 years ago, getting their rightful recognition in public.
The greatest players of the time, Dizzy Dean, Joe DiMaggio, said that these black players were the best players they've ever played against. So it's been long overdue.
One of the most notable stat changes, legendary slugger for the Homestead Grays, Josh Gibson, is now the career leader in all of baseball with a batting average of .466, topping previous leader Ty Cobb's .366 batting average.
And it's only fitting the gentleman that he surpassed was Ty Cobb. And Ty Cobb, everyone knows, is a virulent racist, so he's probably turning over his grave knowing that now Josh Gibson holds those records, and rightly so.
Gibson's now followed by Charlie Chino Smith's .451 mark for the 1929 New York Lincoln Giants. And he's ranked third all-time at .459 behind Ted Williams and Babe Ruth in on-base percentages. The Negro Leaguers Buck Leonard, Oscar Charleston, and Judd Wilson also joined the top 10.
This is poetic justice.
Many of the greats built their names at the historic Hinchcliffe Stadium in Paterson, New Jersey.
There's been 37 Negro League players in the Hall of Fame. Over 20 of them, including Josh Gibson, Monty Irvin, Larry Doby, Cool Papa Bell, played here.
As the Historic Museum continues to share the untold stories of the Negro Leagues, now with the stats to back them up.
People look at these statistics, and I think it's really symbolic, but it's more than that. It's really just a recognition of their great talent.
I hope that these statistics will be a gateway into wanting to learn more.
Kendall Grain, Fox 5 News.
One of the tastiest burgers you may find in the city isn't in any diner, pub, or tavern. It's actually being cooked up at a gas station in the West Village. Arthur Chien takes us to the budding hotspot on 8th Avenue.
Just being a gas station in Manhattan these days qualifies as being unique. There are so few left. But there's something even more out of the ordinary going on at the mobile gas station at 8th Avenue and Horatio Street in the West Village. And it can be summed up with this sound. Go ahead, close your eyes if you want to picture it. The definition of fueling up at this mobile station has been kicked up a notch with the recent opening of Smacking Burger, the brainchild of Tommy Hondros, owner of this gas stop, who tells us his relationship with cheeseburgers was born, well, when he was born. At around 9 months old, he got his first taste.
My mother gave me my first quarter pounder with cheese, and I ate it. And ever since then, I've loved cheeseburgers.
A love Hondros is now sharing with New Yorkers in several forms. There's the classic, the Big Smack, the Oklahoma, and the All the Way. All smashed to perfection. And it might be a crime to forget to mention the freshly made fries. Hondros explains why Smashing Burger is unique.
How we make it from scratch, you know, all our sauces and our ingredients are freshly made. We don't have anything bottled. All our meat come here fresh every single day. And I mean, the burger speaks for itself, and you know, people are going crazy for it, and I'm really happy for that.
The approach seems to be working, as a gas station burger joint has been igniting a reaction within New Yorkers.
I think it's the best burger in the city. Like, I love burgers, that's my favorite food, so I try burgers everywhere I go, and it just got to keep coming back for this one.
As for coming back, the Bay Ridge native says he wants to make it easy for New Yorkers, which meant providing great burgers while also making them affordable.
Because nowadays, the prices, you know, it's out of this world. You know, you go to McDonald's or somewhere and a burger and a meal comes out to $18. You come to me, I give you a burger for $5.50 and some fries for $3. You're getting a whole meal for under $10.
Pumping the brakes on inflation while expanding the definition of fueling up at this gas station in the West Village. Arthur Chien, Fox 5 News.
Mayor Adams helped break ground on a new agricultural education center at a Brooklyn NYCHA development yesterday. The new $18 million project is being built at the Marlborough Houses in Gravesend. The center will be nearly 10,000 square feet and will include a rooftop greenhouse for raising fish and plants. It's expected to be completed by the end of next summer. Police in a small Texas town had to jump to it to catch a couple of runaway kangaroos a couple of weeks ago. Red and Hopper escaped from their backyard pen in Lufkin, Texas, after the door was left unlocked. The owners say Hopper didn't stray too far from home, but Red was on a mission to have an adventure around town before eventually being brought home by police. A final check of your forecast. Today, nice with temps in the low 80s. Tonight, potential for scattered showers. Tomorrow, another great day. And that does it for us this morning. I'm Lisa Evers. Have a really great day. And remember, Fox 5 News is always streaming here on the Fox Local app.